Forget the budget cuts and taxes we're all worried about. What if someone out there was living their best life by spending a ridiculous amount of cash? You know, the kind of money that might be enough to buy Amazon. Yep, we're talking about the legendary status of King Salman of Saudi Arabia and his never-ending source of funding. Now get ready, because we're about to take you inside the luxurious world of the Saudi king, who literally has more money than God. So sit back, relax, and let us show you how exactly he blows $2 trillion in 1 year. It'll blow your mind. King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud is the 86-year-old monarch of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the wealthiest nation in the Middle East. If you've been living under a rock, Saudi Arabia is famous for two things: oil and controversy. As the home of Islam's holiest sites, Saudi Arabia attracts millions of pilgrims every year. But beyond its religious significance, it's also known for human rights issues, especially concerning women's rights and freedom of speech. However, no one can deny that the country has some serious cash. And when we say cash, we mean a lot of it. With an estimated net worth of around $1.4 trillion, Saudi Arabia has the world's second-largest economy and the fifth highest GDP. They literally have endless amounts of money. So, how did this all begin? Well, it's thanks to King Faisal, who established modern Saudi Arabia after World War II. Since then, the royal family has held on to power tightly while growing their wealth. But now, it's time to take a look at how the current king spends his fortune. Get ready, because it's gonna blow your mind. In 2015, King Salman came into power and took things to a whole new level. Literally, he loves all things extravagant, from private jets to golden toilets. And let us tell you, he doesn't hold back when it comes to spending his wealth. In fact, he's already dropped a whopping $900 million on a new royal palace in his hometown of Riyadh. That's right, $500 million on a house. Now, you might be wondering what's so special about this place, right? Well, it's no ordinary mansion. It's a massive 1,000-room complex complete with gold-plated everything, including the ceiling. Seriously, the guy knows how to live large. But that's not all. The king also has a thing for luxury hotels. In fact, he's known to rent out entire hotels whenever he travels, even if he's just staying for a few days. Just imagine the scene. You're lounging by the pool at your favorite hotel when suddenly you see a convoy of luxury cars pulling up. And guess who's stepping out? None other than the Saudi king himself. Talk about a royal welcome. And let's not forget about his impressive collection of private jets. He owns a custom Boeing 747 that's worth a staggering $500 million. It's nicknamed the Flying Palace, and trust us, it's fit for royalty. The plane is equipped with everything the king could need, including a throne room, a gym, and even a stable for his horses. He also has his own personal Airbus A380, which is used for shorter trips. It's believed that the plane cost the Saudi government around $300 million, and it's complete with golden interiors and state-of-the-art technology. But the king's love for luxury doesn't stop at planes and palaces. He's also got a thing for expensive toys. We're talking about a fleet of top-of-the-line luxury cars, including Rolls-Royces, Bentleys, and Maseratis. In fact, he's known to gift these expensive automobiles to his guests as souvenirs. Imagine pulling up to a friend's house in a brand-new Bentley. You might be wondering what makes King Salman so wealthy. After all, Saudi Arabia is known for its oil reserves, but that's only part of the story. Oil production brings in around $400 billion annually, but it's not the primary source of the royal family's income. Instead, they benefit from a sovereign wealth fund called the Saudi Public Investment Fund, or PIF, that oversees investments on behalf of the kingdom. What's really interesting is that unlike other sovereign funds which invest in boring things like bonds and stocks, the Saudi PIF invests in everything from luxury hotels to video game companies. That means that the Saudi royal family is literally investing in the future of entertainment. Now, you might be wondering why the Saudi royal family is investing in the future of entertainment. Well, it's all about diversification. By investing in a range of assets, they're reducing their dependence on oil and creating new sources of income for the kingdom. Plus, who doesn't love a good investment in entertainment? As for how much money the royal family has, well, that's a closely guarded secret. Some estimates put it as high as $1.4 trillion, while others say it's closer to $900 billion. Either way, it's a lot of money, and it's sure to keep the good times rolling in Saudi Arabia for many years to come. Here's a breakdown of how the Saudi king spends his fortune. Food, $1 million a day. That's right. Every day the king and his royal court indulge in nothing but the finest cuisine. From caviar to lobster, they eat like kings because, well, they are. But it's not all about the food. The king's extravagance knows no bounds. For example, he once gifted a golden throne worth $15 million to one of his guests. Talk about a royal flush. Travel, $100 million plus per trip. When the king travels, he doesn't do it in style. His custom Boeing 747, dubbed the Flying Palace, is equipped with everything he needs to stay comfortable during long-haul flights, including a throne room, a gym, and stables for his horses. And let's not forget about the cost of maintaining a large entourage of servants, bodyguards, and other staff members who accompany him on every trip. These costs can quickly add up to hundreds of millions of dollars per trip. Clothes, tens of millions of dollars. The king has a massive wardrobe filled with the finest designer clothes. He's known to wear bespoke suits tailored just for him, and his shoes are often encrusted with precious stones. Now, don't ask us why he needs such expensive shoes, but hey, he's the king. Security, tens of millions of dollars. Keeping a king safe is no easy feat. That's why the Saudi government spends tens of millions of dollars on the king's security detail. From bodyguards to snipers, these men are trained to protect the king at all costs. But it's not just about protecting the king. The Saudi government also spends millions on keeping his royal court safe, too. That means securing all the palaces, offices, and other locations where the king and his court reside. It's a costly endeavor, but it's all in the name of safety. But here's where things get really interesting. While the king's spending habits may seem extravagant and almost unbelievable, they're nothing compared to what he uses his wealth for. Because the truth is, the Saudi king isn't just a man with a big bank account. He's a powerful leader with a vision for the future of his country. One of his most ambitious projects is NEOM, a futuristic city that's being built in the Saudi Arabian desert. It's a $100 billion project that aims to be the world's most advanced and sustainable city. But that's not all. The king is also investing heavily in renewable energy, healthcare, and education. He wants to diversify the Saudi economy away from its reliance on oil and gas and create new opportunities for his people. But it's not just about investing in the future of Saudi Arabia. The king is also using his wealth to gain influence on the global stage. He's made significant donations to charities and organizations around the world and has hosted major events such as the G20 summit. However, not everyone is happy with the king's spending habits. There are many who believe that he's wasting the country's wealth on unnecessary projects and luxuries. They argue that instead of investing in the future of Saudi Arabia, he should be focusing on improving the lives of ordinary citizens and addressing issues like poverty and inequality. Only time will tell whether the king's spending spree will continue or if he'll eventually rein it in and focus on more practical ways of using his vast fortune. So, what do you think? Is it okay for the king to spend so much money on luxury and extravagance while his citizens struggle to make ends meet? Or is he justified in using his wealth to improve the lives of his people and promote his country on the global stage? Let us know what you think. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.